Hello everybody, I am Corey here with Central Coast Disc Golf, and after 2 decades of disc golf here at Maple Hill, I am proud to be at the first ever MVP Open hosted by the wonderful club and the man, the legend himself, Mr. Steve Dodge. Now, I am joined by the Reddit legend himself, Mr. MVP Steve. So happy to have you on, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Yeah, so we are here with our first round feature card featuring a bunch of not only awesome guys, but great disc golfers. We've got Nate Sexton, Greg Barsby, Matt Dollar, local MVP guy, and we've got Drew Gibson, the crusher himself, Steve.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this round. I mean, Matt's been playing great this year, and all of these guys are doing great. Nate's coming off a Ledgestone win, which is fantastic, so he's got to be riding high, and it's just going to be a great card.
Yeah, you couldn't have said it better. I was really excited to get Dollar back on our card again after the Ledgestone heroics, throwing thumbers all over the place. I'm excited to see if his phase has that kind of life on it here at Maple Hill. But getting us started, hole 1, par 4, 835 feet. I said Lake Eureka and Ledgestone had maybe the most intimidating starting hole. I'm ready to amend that, Steve. This is tough.
I don't think it's intimidating starting hole. I think it's probably one of the most amazing and beautiful starting holes. I mean, for most of these guys, they should clear the water, no problem. So it's really just, a mental game.
Yeah.
But, right where Drew went is going to be your stressor, though.
Exactly. Yeah, that turned over high-speed driver. He is going to have kind of awkward footing in that tree line on the right. Really, you see Spencer, our second camera, down in the ideal landing spot. Greg kind of joining him down in the right side there. If you can just get it net straight right over the lake into that nice green landing zone, that's prime position.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's Dollar. What's he ripping on here? This is a high-speed something.
Yeah, he was throwing a phase. There was a little bit of headwind to begin with, and he thought to himself, okay, I'll get this to carry. Didn't carry as much as he wanted, but he's still going to have a great look.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, you threw something super overstable on a really crispy turnover line, so that's doing work. Nate here opting for the nice swirly Star Destroyer. That is perfect. That's exactly how you draw it up.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly where you want to be. You have to look down to the tunnel and really nothing in the way.
So on this approach, we have Drew off this right side. I'm seeing this gigantic banner hanging over the entranceway. I love it, Steve.
Yeah, we had a lot of people that were worried that it was a triple Mando, so we had to clarify a couple of times that no, it was not a triple Mando. It was just something to kind of put there for fun and to give the players kind of new choices that they had to make, because a lot of them were taking the crash in really high and hope to get around the corner.
Sure.
And Steve and I wanted to make sure that that was more of a choice rather than the absolute play.
Yeah, rather than being forced into throwing a kooky line like that. All these guys getting in. Barsby with the best look at a bird. Here is Nate, though, from that really nice drive. And that's the action you want. It does get into the right.
Wow!
God. Nathan Sexton. But that's the play. I mean, if you can put
absolutely.
yourself in position to throw that nice little sidearm in, it's going to sit down.
Yeah, that is absolutely the play. Wow, and Drew going over the OB the entire time.
Here's Matt. This is his zone, I feel like. We saw him hit that huge one out at Ledgestone a couple weeks ago on hole, I think it was 14.
Yeah, got the pilot wings and everything as he flew himself to the basket.
So good. Oh, Greg, come on. You know he wanted that one.
Absolutely.
Getting started with a birdie 3 here is so good. And really, if you take a 4 like these 3 guys are going to do, that's fine. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, absolutely. Hole 1 actually played .42 over par average for the day. So, getting a 4 on this is... more than 50% of the group.
Yeah, strokes on half the field. I mean, it is 100% a pro par 4, and that's what we're going to get out here at Maple Hill. Well, the par 3s are 100% legit. The par 4s, also 100% legit. Genuinely one of the better championship courses we're going to see out on tour.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. I think that Maple Hill might be the small mecca of disc golf.
Yeah, I know we're going to have Worlds up in Smugs a couple weeks from now, and people, myself, say that's like one of the best disc golf facilities. It has 2 courses, but it's hard to argue that any one course is better than what we're dealing with on Maple Hill.
Absolutely. I mean, Maple Hill is every other shot is an iconic hole. Everybody goes, oh, I remember this hole. Yep. Oh, I remember this hole.
It's, like you said, every other hole. Mm-hmm. This one, hole 2, everybody remembers it, or at least I do. You can go roller off the tee like we see Sexton doing. You can go a tight tunnel flick shot or that force over backhand.
And he just rolled down the bridge. Wow.
That was so cool. I'm not sure if it was intentional, but he'll take it.
Oh, it's 100% not intentional, but he'll take it.
Drew turning over the leopard 3 just a little more than he wants. Ugh.
Oh.
Now, that rock wall, you see the rope on it, does play out of bounds, so he is going to actually find that, unfortunately. Greg with another roller. See, liking this play, you take the out of bounds possibility out of it if you throw it on the ground.
Wow. That was a great roller by Barsby.
Yeah, casual. Probably going another phase, maybe?
Yeah, at this point, he's probably throwing the photon. It's
Okay.
unfortunate he's got two of them that are
They're
the same
lime
color.
green, I
Yeah.
know. No, but he did want something a little bit more stable. He's trying to force it over and, found that out of bounds. Drew with the awkward footing. Doesn't even know what happened to his sidearm either. Ooh. I love dollar. Now, I don't know that was an envy. I'm assuming it was because it was very
definitely
stable.
was.
But I love that he putts with those. He can hang him out to the right so far. Yeah, 5 not what you want here, Steve.
Not at all.
No.
Not at all.
He's not going to be happy about that. But there's a lot of golf left and a lot of trees to miss.
Oh, yeah. Nate cleaning up well.
Yeah, good bird. Nate starting birdie. He's feeling himself.
Absolutely.
Like Greg.
Yeah.
Couple of birds, but averaged out with that 4 and the 5. Probably going to bring you closer to what this hole does play on average.
Yeah, absolutely. This hole only played 0.5 over average. So
Okay.
It's absolutely a 3.
And so that's honestly kind of surprising. The hole's right in front of you. Relative to the holes here at Maple Hill, this is one of the more straightforward ones. No pun intended. It is literally straightforward. But shocking to see maybe not a lower number there.
Yeah, it's interesting that the roller is the choice, given that there's a creek in the middle of it.
Yeah.
And I think most of them just kind of like expect either the creek bounce or the creek hop, which to me sounds like a risky play, but it worked out 50% of the time apparently throughout the weekend.
Yeah, hard to argue. And that's going to bring us to hole 3, 410 feet of S-line weaving through the woods. You may remember this hole from the Feldberg Ace clip that made its rounds a couple years ago. But right now, we're just getting off of a good solid 15-minute wait, 10 to 15 minutes on this tee pad. So Nate, knowing that he's kind of iced a little bit, did opt for that safe sidearm instead of the aggressive backhand like we're seeing out of Greg here.
Yeah, that left kick is going to give Greg a bit of a rough patch for his next shot.
Yeah, that's not where you want to be, and Greg knows it. I'm loving all these force over lines with the stable discs, especially on a course like this where you have to know the lines.
Yeah, Matt really tries to flex things and kind of weave them. I mean, that's thumber life for you.
Oh yeah, no question. I mean, he's a Georgia boy, so he's played in fair share of woods. Drew throwing it nice shaped shot, but unfortunately right at the tree, and he gets a rough kick.
A lot of tree action on this hole so far.
But all right, not the worst. It faded out to the
worst.
right, but that had 5 written all over it.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, good approach.
Yeah, it'll work.
Looks like Matt is going to have the only real look at a deuce. Although that was a good bid.
That was a great bid. He might be a little bit farther. Yep, there he is.
Oh no, this is Greg.
Oh, that's great.
Almost dunks that one too. These guys good, great bids at it. Yeah, here he is. So he's inside circle 2, but outside circle 1.
Come on, Matt. Let's go.
That was the one he was hoping for on hole 1. You could see it.
Absolutely.
I love those cotton candy envies. I can't get over them, dude.
Oh, yeah, man.
Blue and pink rim.
That's a favorite colorway of ours.
I bet. Good Drew.
Yeah,
See
good
that
bid.
hand extended at the end. Really no fear right there. That putt's got to go in. Steve, I'm also loving these new MVP baskets that we've installed out here. I know they've had DGA Mach X's in the past, but I mean, not only are these catching great, they look solid, man. I know we put those bands on them.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
look, great look.
Yeah, most people are used to the typical black band kind of on our baskets, but we had sponsors for each of the holes, so we put a band on there and logo and stuff like that.
Okay, gotcha.
So they are the black hole portal baskets,
Okay.
but we're really happy with them.
Yeah, no, I mean, I haven't seen really any negative action at all out of them. Hole 4, par 3 is one that you do not want any negative action at the basket, because once you get down there, you've done your job.
Absolutely.
250 feet, but there's just trees everywhere. And Steve, it goes straight down.
Yeah.
Opting for the thumber. Whoa.
Wow. Almost hit the camera guy and maybe the basket.
Well, good on Spencer for hanging in there.
Nate probably just throwing a dart right down the middle.
as he is one to do. Now, this is a line that I personally like. Wild guess. I like the sidearm line. But it does weave nicely if you can throw that S. Drew not quite getting the turn on it he wanted, though.
Yeah, nice toss by Greg.
He is so clean at throwing, and that just trickled down so nice. But he's so good at throwing those clean putter approaches.
Absolutely, and he was clearly just throwing for ground play.
Ooh. All right, he's okay. That could get squirrely, though, putting that far downhill.
Absolutely. Nate with the death putt. Ooh.
Thank you, Grip 6, for branding that wall.
Yeah, give that little bit of safety net.
Oh, yeah.
There we go, Greg.
Great pods. That's a good series of holes. I mean, he did take the 4 on hole 3, but not uncommon. But sandwiching them in between the birdies on 2 and 4, you'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely.
A good cleanup by Drew there. I love all the pins by the water. Now, my score doesn't love them, but as I'm walking around the course and you're kind of walking around that lake, you just see all the little greens in sunlight. It's so picturesque and beautiful. I just love it out here. I can't get enough of it.
Oh, yeah, it's gorgeous.
Nate just with the easy little tap in, move us on to hole 5. But before that, we are going to get a little bit of words and a new look out of our MVP guys. Alrighty, bringing us back to hole 5. A big shout out to MVP, not only for really allowing us to get on the road as much as we have, but really taking this event and bringing it to the next level. I love all the branding stuff you guys have done, and really all just the infrastructure that MVP's brought to this event.
Yeah, we really wanted to make sure that everybody knew that we were committing to this event. It wasn't just here's some banners and put them up and we'll call it a day. We've been here for the past 2 weeks helping prep the course and set up stuff, and it's been a great time.
Yeah, and we are on hole 5. Little turnover shot or sidearm over the water. Don't want to take away from that. But you guys did the AM weekend as well, and I heard that was a great success.
We absolutely did, and our plans is to continue to grow that.
Oh, that is so cool. I would love to see an equally as big AM side on every Pro Tour event. I just think, there's so many people that want to be able to play these events. As Greg does find that OB, unfortunately, off that flick. He is going to go to the drop zone. Nate, though, with the pretty solid sidearm, he's going to have inside the circle putt at least.
Yeah.
That's more of what you like, dinging it off the barrel there. So this is the drop zone, which is a pretty similar look, but doesn't quite have that same angle on it.
Yeah, you don't have to carry nearly as hard, but it's almost the same distance.
Exactly. Ooh. Oh, man. Greg devolving. He went birdie, bogey, birdie, and now looks like a double bogey. So he is a bit all over the place.
Yeah, he's going to be frustrated about that. But, man, Nate with the great bird.
Great bird and just a wonderful start. That should put him at 3 down through 5 holes. That's just exactly what you want out here because these next handful of holes are so nasty.
Yeah.
Good shot by Drew there. And Dollar, fastest putter on earth. I'm about to have words with him after this round that we just filmed.
Yeah, no kidding.
He just gets up there and zings him. But, hey, he knocked him down. I got nothing to say.
Oh, yeah. He gets into his game. He walks up. He knows his shot. He throws a shot. And he turns around and goes, oh, was I supposed to wait?
No, hey, kudos to him, though, man. You put it down like that, there's nothing to argue. Good cleanup there by Greg, tapping in the double bogey. Obviously, that is more strokes than he'd like, and 4 more than what he was famous for last year, as he did have that ace that made his rounds. Moving us on to hole 6, though, this is when the course really turns on its head. The first 5 holes are manageable. 6, 7, 8's a little bit of a reprieve, but 9, 10, 11, it just does not get any easier. This one, 375 feet. You're looking at about 300 feet until the mouth of this little tunnel, and then it's about 75 feet into the basket. Now, the wall on the right side does play out of bounds, should be noted, and it pinches really tight up onto that green.
Yeah, this hole played actually is the second most difficult hole, coming in at 3.79 average.
Wow.
So for a par 3,
Wow.
it's a good par 3, but it's a difficult one.
No, exactly. This one in hole 7 do have that feel of being halfway in between a 3 and a 4. Not necessarily because of the distance or the technicality, because it is possible to 2 it. But gosh, it just feels like it's a 2-shot hole. You throw to a landing zone and then just pitch it up.
Yeah, and honestly, as you're going to see, everyone here is throwing for the same landing zone right next to that tree, and Drew sneaking by. Wow.
He's inside the circle, though. That was the absolutely perfect shot, and all 3 of these guys throwing wonderful shots.
Yeah.
A little bit too much turn on the eagle there. Yeah, is going to get caught up in those trees left side, but he'll have a relatively clean up. Opting for the turnover.
Oh, wow.
Good tree. It would have been good regardless, but that very well could have kicked OB there.
Yeah, it was a good tree and then a good negative spin on that to keep it in bounds.
Ooh.
Wow.
Great bid by Nate. Look at it's hard for me to fathom how close all of these guys are.
Yeah, absolutely. It's also frustrating when you're that close and have to just think to myself,
Yep.
I got to pitch out to it.
Yep, and that's just this hole. I mean, you walk away with a 3, you are fine though.
Ooh.
You don't miss those putts.
Nope.
On this hole, not a lot of birdies all day. You have to execute that.
Absolutely. Yeah, you really want to get this one if you're that close off the tee.
And like you said, it played about a 3.7 average, so that's a legitimately 1.7 strokes on the average of the field. That's just ridiculous.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, 56% of the field got bogey or above. Only 5% of the field birdied it.
Ooh, wow. Okay, so this hole's tough is what you're telling me.
Absolutely.
Gibson, though, with the nice birdie, bringing him back to an even round. Sexton holding on to that 3-down lead on our feature card. Now, this is the 10 o'clock card, so we're quite early in the day. So if you're looking at UDisc at this time, these are our leaders.
Yeah, it was really weird that they teed off this early and that nobody else caught them. I mean,
Yeah.
the day was perfect. The weather didn't change.
And it just happened to work out that way.
Yeah.
Par 3, 370-foot hole 7, though, is the next test for these guys.
Absolutely.
Similar to hole 6, except kind of an uphill vibe instead of a downhill vibe. Still, you're throwing that flip up to straight tunnel shot. Drew, just a hair leaking right, catches that tree. Should have a pretty routine up and down to get his 3, though.
Yeah, he's definitely going to have the world's hardest 2 on that, but he'll have
Yes.
the 3 for sure.
Very nice.
See, and that shot is just unreal by Matt.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
still, he's so short.
Oh, yeah. I think he threw a Prism Insanity there, which is interesting because it's like 157 grams.
Whoa.
And he just touch shots it.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
That's awesome. That's the Insanity. That's like the new distance drivers, correct? Is that true?
No, it's actually like a 9-speed. Yeah, absolutely. I know he
I'm
threw a
into
9-speed.
that then.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it. So you see these guys, Nate and Greg, both playing with a pretty passive sidearms, just really playing the hole for 3. Flicking the glow something up. I'm unwilling to commit and be wrong at this point.
Yeah, you could tell Drew was really trying to hope that he could get something there.
Yeah. This is his type of hole, though. It's long, it's technical. Wow. Greg giving it a good bid. Right after it crossed the basket, he looked back to me, like made eye contact.
Oh.
We both just like had a moment.
It's that worst when you hear that little bit of tinkle of chains, but there's no crowd yet to
Yep.
tell you whether or not it went in.
Exactly. Good cleanup, guys. This is such an easy hole to get a 4 on. I would wager that it averages eerily similar to hole 6, probably at least a half stroke over.
Yeah, hole 7 actually played .48 over.
Okay, so slightly easier even
Yeah,
than hole
it
6.
actually was a little bit easier.
You know what? I bet you if there was OB on the right side, similar to hole 6, it would probably be up into that same rate.
Yeah, absolutely. We actually had 3% more birdies on this than the previous hole.
I mean, and with a field like this, that's probably, what, 2?
Yeah,
2 more
probably.
birdies, maybe 1 or 2. But they get out of here scot-free, 3s all around, and That's a fine score in a hole like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hole 8, though, not a fine score to get a 3. You absolutely want this deuce.
No, you're running the ace for sure.
Oh, yeah, and we saw in years past, Nico got the ace, was hyped about it.
Absolutely. Matt Dollar got the ace.
Was that last year's too,
Absolutely.
right? Yeah, I knew he was one of them. I was just going to
Absolutely.
say that. So hopefully he can do a repeat action. 320 feet, and you're carrying water for 300 of it. There's probably 10 foot short of the basket and 10 foot off the tee, maybe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Drew opting with the backhand, a glow rock 3, maybe, or a. Wow, that was absolutely perfect. I believe it's a glow rock 3, but I'm almost confident I'm wrong though.
Yeah, it was a good greens hit.
Drew usually tells me when I'm wrong.
This is a 155 fission fade, and he squeaked after he threw it a little.
Yeah, I was just waiting for that thing to drop, and it just glided forever. Glided.
Oof. You know he wanted that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Sexton opting for the Sexton Firebird, it only seems right that it would have gone on the basket. And Greg going for the, sparkling brand new CE Eagle.
Yeah, I think he was trying to turn it just a tick more to get it to get closer, but yeah, he's got a long look for 2. And cans it. Wow.
Gregory. Oh, well, on the little tiny basket.
Oh.
Do you have any intel on that? Why it's so short?
No, so our theory is that they've just put so many wood chips down, that it's just raised it up.
That's exactly what we thought as well. But then it's like, well, they put new baskets and they had to dig it out.
Oh, I know. We said something and feel like this is the world's shortest basket. What's going on, guys?
It's really funny to look at, but it's kind of like a me-sized basket. I feel like germ to a regular basket is like me to this basket.
Yeah.
These guys just tapping in their pretty routine 2s after Greg showed him how it's done from that right side.
Absolutely.
And this is a hole that you absolutely need to 2 if you want to be relevant on that lead card, chase card, that top of the pack.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This hole played as a 2.84, so
oh, wow.
0.16 under par.
And honestly, I'm surprised that it's even that high.
Yeah.
Granted, there is the out of bounds right there, so you're going to have 2s and 4s, probably not a lot of 3s.
Yeah, I expect those guardian trees to do more work, and it seems like this round, they just kind of weren't really an issue.
No, I thought about that in the sidearm, but it seems like it filters through nicely. This hole doesn't seem like anything filters through nicely.
No, this hole is terrifyingly difficult if you're thinking to yourself, I'm trying to get the 2, because this has got to be one of the hardest par 3s on the course.
Honestly, this has got to be one of the hardest par 3s on tour. It really reminds me of I-5 at De La, where it's technically a par 3, but in real life, no one is doing that.
Absolutely. And in fact, it is the most difficult hole on the course, playing a whole stroke over par.
So it plays pretty much spot on to a par 4, 4.01 average.
Absolutely.
Wow. Take notes, guys. Let's just call it a par 4.
Oh.
Drew's down there on that left side. He's avoided the trouble, but he's not really into it, though.
Dollar with the phase thumber.
What's new?
Wow.
I don't understand how that...
Oh, it's rolling.
Into the little creek.
Oh, wow.
Steve, I don't understand how that works. Like, how does a thumber... How does that line... He threw it sideways, and then it went straight and forward and right and...
Oh, man. As a member of the Throw More Thumbers group, I can tell you right now, it's our trade secret.
Okay. I won't ask then. If you got to ask, you can't afford it type of deal?
That's exactly right.
Okay. These guys all, though, throwing great shots, but really looking like plebes compared to where Dollar's landed.
Oh, a little bit of roll.
He's getting the dollar
Go,
treatment.
buddy. Oh.
But those are all great shots. Like, you are not complaining about this shot.
No. Anybody who's looking at getting onto the green for your second one right now has got to be very happy. And Drew with a just great pitch up.
Yeah, he's really, I feel like, good at throwing those jump putt approaches, like the half go type of deals.
Yep. Wow. Nice tap.
Really almost catching that leading edge leading up to the green there.
I was wondering if anybody was going to catch that pun.
I like it. No, I really like it. The leading edge, it's a good branding tool. It's good, man. I really like all the banners.
Yeah, it's also scientific notation.
Ooh. Lofting it up.
Wow.
Steven, there's nothing to say here.
No.
Nobody. Okay, I want to put it out to the fans. Link me to anybody else deucing that on camera ever.
Absolutely.
Go through the archives of Maple Hill footage.
Absolutely.
Double that. Find anyone deucing it with a caca at the end.
Yeah, seriously. Oh, we get the replay.
Oh, yeah. Shouts to Spencer. Great camera skills.
Wow, that's just an amazing shot.
All right, I'm switching to a cotton candy envy. That's just how. That's just I'm gonna make them too.
Oh, I'll find you one.
Okay, good.
Promise.
What's the plastic on that, by the way? Neutron?
Oh yeah, it's Electron Soft.
Ooh, Electron Soft. Okay,
Yeah.
I like that.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, Nate
That's
with the,
scary.
Yeah, and Nate with the good mistake on his upshot going long, but that's not the putt you want to have.
Yeah, it was a
coming
very
back.
un-Nate-like putt. Mm-hmm. He's usually not left or right like that.
It's usually cage front or in. You know what I mean? I
Absolutely.
feel like his miss of choice is cage front.
Absolutely.
Tapping in the bogey, but it doesn't necessarily feel that terrible.
No,
the 4
I
in this
mean,
hole.
Yeah, the course played, or the hole played like a 4, so
Yeah.
you know, he didn't lose any strokes to 90% of the field except just this card.
Except just Matt too. The only birdie on the round, and I would put $1 to any internet person to say that will be the only one of the tournament.
Yeah, I would be very surprised if anybody else deuces 9.
So wow, what a way to end our front 9 video. Dollar putting on the highlight show, but we've got even more highlights on this back 9, and the course gets longer.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. So, well, check in back with us then. Until then, have a good one.